Let It Go Tarot. Thank you for tuning in. This is love reading for Aries for December 2021. Let's start with Oracle cards to have an insight. Please, Spirit guys, give me one card for Aries. Please take only things which you feel like you resonate with. Rest is leave for others. If you will, please like the video. And if you like the channel, subscribe. Thank you. Let's see. One card for Aries. Spirit guides, can we have one card for Aries? Oh, this was cool. Have you seen that? It's like, here we go. Just stop shuffling. The answer is here. Divine creation, acceptance, personal commitments, euphoria. I love the card. Look at that. This is divine creation. If you're busy with something like, I don't know, a project or creating a new business or tapping into some kind of divine knowledge, carry on, because this is a time for you to accept something and personal commitment, commit to whatever you want to achieve, whatever you are trying to create. It's a time to commit to it and feel euphoria from it. It's like you need to open your heart and feel euphoria out of whatever you're involved in, whatever divine creation, and whatever you're doing. I feel euphoria, which means like the cards all over the place. The cards all over the place. Enjoy. It's like enjoy. If you feel like you are surrounded by chaos, enjoy it. Because it's like, I feel strongly like I'm talking to some Aries who knows how to create out of chaos. Like you enjoy seeing that there was a chaos, somebody created an obstacles or drama, and you can take it and shape it and turn it all upside down and make something amazing out of it. Which is a beautiful creation, divine creation with a divine. We have inconsistent. Either you're dealing with somebody inconsistent or the situation you are in is chaotic, and that's why you feel like inconsistent. You cannot do anything. Too flirty. You're dealing with too flirty person who doesn't know boundaries or doesn't know when to stop. Or this is you being flirty at the moment. What you were. It's either people around you are too much interested in what you have, what you were, what you do, what you're doing at the moment. Insecure, and you're making somebody insecure, or you feel insecure. We will see in the reading, but I don't think that this would be about you, because you are tapping to some kind of divine knowledge, divine creation. You are called to create and feel euphoria. Inconsistent, too flirty. You dealt, or you're still dealing with somebody who is inconsistent, too flirty, which means maybe sex addict or something like that, who cares more about how they look than what's inside of them, which kind of makes and has too many insecurities. You're dealing with people like that. And maybe now you deciding, I feel strongly like you deciding, instead of just grieving over it or reacting to it in bad manner, you're deciding to fetch it and do something from it to your benefit, which is amazing, isn't it? Using somebody else's insecurities to create your empire. This is not like abusing and using others. It's like more like based on knowledge which you can fetch from it, get from it. You're creating something, and divine wants to help you. Current situation, the moon, Pisces energy. Secret. You're doing this in secret. I feel for many of you, you don't want to reveal anything at the minute, in that moment in time, because nobody would understand you. This is definitely, you are getting, it's like I feel like somebody who sees for what it is around you, getting anything what you can from it and creating something based on it. And you're doing this secretly. Or this is what surrounds you, secrets, or you tapping, you are listening to your intuition, to your subconscious. You are able to use reprogram your subconscious. Amazing. Not many people can do that, but if we could do that, this is amazing, because you're changing habits of yours which leads you towards, and you know it already, that it will lead you towards changing your personality, which will help you to achieve whatever your goal and aim you set in your mind. We have Three of Wands, waiting for better ships. It's like secretly waiting for something to arrive, secretly waiting for your business to boom, for somebody better to come. You know what you're worth at the moment. Look, Six of Swords and Page of Swords. Knowing, waiting. This is like living to calm the waters, like leaving behind whatever didn't serve you, and you found out that it was really toxic, it was really not serving you. This is like leaving behind whatever you cannot create with, or whoever you cannot create with, your future. It's finding out, it's a message. It's like finding out, it's not in reverse, which means it's important. It's like you finding out how to move, how to leave behind those toxic people, those insecure people, those people who drains your energy, who relies on you, who wants to use your energy for their own advantage, and maybe doing this secretly, waiting for something better, building something better for yourself, because you want to get out of the situation which does not bring you any benefit, and for sure not euphoria, no happiness, and you accepting situation for what it is, and it's what we're supposed to. You know, you're accepting that you cannot change anything in that situation because it depends on the people, others. Yes, depends what they do, depends what they think, it depends on them. You cannot affect this, you cannot influence them, because it would be a manipulation. Yes, you don't want to be a manipulator. This is because it causes a lot of karma, it brings a lot of payment later on. It's like you understanding, because this is divine creation, you understanding that the free will is, each of us has a free will, and we shouldn't force anybody to anything. If somebody wants to leave, you allow them. And we have in your thoughts judgment in reverse. It came in reverse eventually, even though I have that deck in upright, but in your thoughts that you still, there's still hindering something. It is still that thought that the fairness didn't take place, that the judgment didn't take place, that there are people who owns you something. Not necessarily this, but the people who took advantage of you didn't pay yet for it. In your thought, it's like more like, should I wait for the justice here? Should I wait for them to pay for it? But it's more like questioning, is this right or not, than really truly planning the revenge, which is great. Yes, of course, if somebody took advantage of you, then you definitely will be questioning if they shouldn't pay for it. But I feel strongly like it's not. Oh, this is lovely. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles in your thoughts. For some of you, you think that there is something not enough. And something happening, you getting something, or somebody is offering, this is Ace of Pentacles, somebody is offering you something. And it might be person from the past, person who has harmed you. And you're thinking that it's not fair enough, it's not good enough, it's not big enough. Yes, it's in your thoughts. It's like you are judging some kind of beginning, some kind of offer through the prism of what took place in the past, because you kind of, and you're refusing, you're thinking about refusing it because it's not covering the past mistakes, the past pain, the past mistreatment. Okay, but there has to be somewhere, there has to be start. But if you truly cannot forget the past, forgiveness has to happen for us to release the bad energy. But if you cannot forget, then you have to question yourself if you are able to live with those memories next to the person who caused them. Yes, if you're dealing still with somebody or you're already dealing with a new person, where are they currently? And we have the Sun, Leo energy. This is happiness, this is alignment, this is knowing, Nine of Cups, they happy. Whoever you're dealing with, they seems to be knowing, finding out at the minute what makes them happy, who makes them happy, what happiness is. It's still only 9. They don't have the 10th one, which means they might not be in the relationship, or if they are in any, they're not happy with that person. But this is somebody who is learning about practice self-love, finding out how to love themselves, finding out how to be happy, finding out how to fulfill anything. Okay, it might be selfish energy, but not in the presence of the sun. It's like going a right direction, rather. Okay, in their thoughts. In their thoughts, they have a communication, F of Wands, and 2 of Swords. In their thoughts. They're blocking communication. In their thoughts, they don't know if to open mouth or not. In their thoughts, they are kind of scared to come forward. They either think that you're blocking communication with them, or they think they need more strength or more answers before they will start talking. Somebody who doesn't, who is scared basically to open mouth, who is scared basically to say anything, who is scared to, because they think that they think that for them to be received the way as they want to be received, they have to cut something, they have to sacrifice something, they have to clean the slate, they have to be their way they don't not necessarily want to be. Basically, there is somebody who is learning, going through some kind of lessons and needs to learn a lot. Okay. And they may be waiting for you to accept them as they are, or they are waiting for you, but it's like they feel that they have to speed up a little bit those lessons, because it looks like you're moving on and you're doing this secretly. You don't want anybody to see it or anybody to stop you. Yes, and you might have learned something. You found out something which made you to decide that it's a time to move on, instead of waiting or accepting somebody's waiting for somebody's offer, or accepting something which never will be big enough or fair enough. The advice from the spirit guides. Divine, but you have the passion, you have a desire to create something, which is great. This might be as well you questioning if whatever is happening in your life at the minute, whatever option you have, whatever you can create, if this is from the divine, because you want to follow the divine. We have 8 of Cups. Move on. Move. This is like the spirit guides are telling you. Move on from anything which emotionally doesn't fulfill you. If you feel like the anxiety in presence of somebody, that person is bringing the worst side of you, then don't surrender yourself with people who has so huge impact on you in the wrong way, because it's difficult to be the divine being, divine, create with the divine, when we cannot meditate, when we cannot tap into the divine, when we cannot talk with the divine. It's impossible when you feel anxiety, when you feel used and abused. It's impossible. And it's like spirit guides wanting to help you, whatever idea is in your mind. We have an idea of creation with a divine, definitely, but they can help only if you learn how to surrender yourself with anything which brings peace into your life. Don't surrender yourself with anybody, with people who feels insecure, because they are vampires. They are energetic vampires. They will suck your energy from you like crazy. With people who cares how they look more from what's inside of them, their thoughts, who are more busy about how to flirt. Okay, what's more about this? 5 of Cups. The spirit guides are telling you, move on from regret. Move on from regret. There must be, I feel like there is a separation, that there is something happening at the moment which maybe drains your energy still. And it's like at the end of the journey, of the closing the cycle. And the spirit guides are telling you this is a time for you to drop the regret of whatever has happened, of whatever you did, they did, whatever. This is a time to release it, because this is like an anchor to you, to the lower vibing, to low vibing energy. And it's why they cannot help as much as they wish to help you, to create, to give you abundance, because you still feel anchored to something which meant to be already done and gone from your life. What will happen if you follow the advice? A new perspective. Hangman, Pisces energy. New perspective. You will see for truly, this is like gaining a new perspective, seeing the situation for what it truly is. And then we have a Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. Two major arcana. Something difficult, something important will happen. You will change your mind about commitment. You will change your mind about who to commit to. You will change your mind. It's like you will commit to the divine eventually. If you abandon regret, if you abandon thinking about what has happened, how you could have prevented this from happening, or how big involvement of yours was here, does not matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because we can create our reality, and it's just true, by our thoughts. We're that powerful. Human beings are that powerful, definitely. But it's impossible from that mindset, yes? But if you release the regret, if you release the going back to the past and trying to relieve it, you will make a space in your brain. You will make a space for the thoughts which will align you with higher self, align you with the divine, align you with something creative. Or even if you are manifesting a new relationship in your life, then definitely it was talking. What? It was like beeping, bing, bing, bing. Okay. It will align you with a higher level of commitment, the way as you truly want, the way as it truly supposed to be. Perfect. Let's see what has happened between two of you. What has happened between two of you? If there is anybody involved still. The person is scared to talk to you though. Too masculine. Somebody wanted to be macho and didn't want to tap into their emotions or give you any emotions. We have boring routine. Somebody got bored because only one person was doing everything, and because of that, and that other person was lazy, and because of that, somebody got bored and really was blaming you for everything. There is somebody who doesn't want to take accountability for anything, for example, playing games with you. Because you've been doing everything, they have been too masculine, if this was woman or man, which means wanted to have a control over the situation. They've been using you to do everything in that relationship, and because of that, they got bored and they played games because there was nothing else to do. Okay? It's like if there was a shared responsibility, then they would be too tired to think about games. What do you think about them? Quick to express love. Yeah. Which means too flirty, yes? Too flirty. Or even if towards you, this is like a sign, you now know that the red flag of toxic people is too quick expressing love, because they cannot wear their mask of being nice and kind for too long. That's why they have to hook you very quickly. What they think about you. Let's see what they think about you. Demanding too much time. They've been bored, but still they thought that you've been demanding too much time of them, because probably they had more, for some of you, they had more than only one partner, and they didn't want to spend with any of them that much time as you've asked for. Okay. This is not a circus. there shouldn't be many monkeys. Okay, I hope it will help somebody. Thank you for watching.